On February 22, 2025, Kenya hosted a controversial meeting involving Sudan's paramilitary group, the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, along with other allied political and armed groups. During this meeting, the groups signed a political charter, which Sudan claims is an attempt to form a parallel government to overthrow its current leadership. Sudan's military-backed government was outraged by Kenya's role in facilitating this meeting. In response, Sudan's acting Minister of Trade and Supplies, Omar Ahmed Mohamed Ali, issued an immediate suspension of all imports from Kenya through all border points. This ban is indefinite and could severely impact trade between the two countries. Sudan views Kenya's involvement as a direct interference in its internal affairs. By providing a platform for the RSF, whom Sudan's government considers a rebel faction, Kenya is allegedly undermining Sudan's stability. Sudanese authorities argue that this move is a violation of trust and believe the import ban is a necessary step to protect national security and warn Kenya against further involvement in Sudanese politics. Kenya has denied any wrongdoing, arguing that the meeting was part of its peacebuilding efforts. According to Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, providing neutral ground for conflicting parties is a common diplomatic practice aimed at securing lasting peace. Nairobi insists that its involvement does not mean it supports the RSF but rather seeks a peaceful resolution to Sudan's ongoing crisis. Despite these explanations, Sudan's government remains skeptical and believes Kenya's actions are politically motivated. The tension is now not only political but also economic, as trade between the two nations has come to a halt. This trade ban is expected to have serious economic consequences, especially for Kenya. Sudan has been a major importer of Kenyan tea, which is one of Kenya's largest export commodities. With the suspension in place, Kenyan tea farmers and exporters could face massive losses. Other Kenyan products, including food items and manufactured goods, will also be affected, leading to potential revenue losses and job cuts. For Sudan, cutting off imports from Kenya could lead to increased prices for essential goods, as Kenya has been a key supplier of consumer products. This could worsen Sudan's existing economic struggles, especially given the ongoing civil unrest and inflation in the country. So far, Kenya has not imposed any countermeasures, but the longer the trade ban remains, the more pressure will build for a diplomatic or economic response. If Sudan does not reverse its decision, Kenya could choose to restrict Sudanese imports or escalate the issue to regional bodies like the African Union for mediation. With diplomatic relations now at risk, the big question is whether the two countries will negotiate a resolution or if this dispute will lead to a prolonged trade war. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining the future of Kenya-Sudan relations. This is a developing story. Subscribe now and turn on notifications to stay informed on global politics, trade disputes, and breaking news. Do you think Sudan was justified in banning Kenyan imports, or is this an overreaction? Let us know in the comments.